Way to go. All right, everybody, here we go. It's the Dealcasters.net live. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. We got Chris playing the bass, y'all. Oh, my. All right. I gotta make sure we're not on demo mode right now.
Oh, no, we're on YouTube. I see it.
All right. Oh, my. Are you playing that right now, Chris, on that bass? What are you doing?
I'm gonna learn that. I'm gonna plug in next time.
Yo, we're coming at you live from New York City's Hive. Here we go, y'all. Coming at you.
Bros.
Here we go. Here we go. Yep. Come on through, everybody. Say hello. Hey, Cam. What's up, Miss Cam? What's up, Miss Cam? There you go. What's up, everybody? Come through. What's going on, Chris? Welcome to the show.
Hey, somebody stole my face.
That's right. Yes. Yes, y'all. Yes. Hopefully we'll get no hiccups this time around. And welcome everybody to my channel. This is your boy Lemuel, aka Lem Drops, with the amazing heavy hitters of Amazon, the Amazon Bros. I don't know if that's something we'd want to be called, but we are calling that for now. Anyway, to my, to my right, I think to my left, we're talking to the Mr. Chris Giles. Right underneath me is the man with a mission and a plan, Mr. Jim. Fuse.
Like a fuse box.
And yeah, to his left is his boy, the one and only, the man of Stone, Chris Stone. Welcome, gentlemen. Thank you for
What's
hopping
up?
in again.
What's up? Thanks for having us, man.
All right, so let me just recap. Last week, we had a little bit of a lemonette situation happening. So I called Bell Atlantic, and they are out in front of my house, and I am feeding 24. Anyway, what's up, gentlemen? How are you this afternoon, this glorious wintry afternoon here in New York City?
You know, when we went to South by Southwest every year in Austin, Texas, and you were on AT&T or Singular before that, like you get into town because there were so many people in there that were on that service. Your cell phone became just a paperweight, and so what they used to do is they'd bring in these big trucks that had these servers or whatever, and they called them cows. So you got a cow right out in front of your house. So This thing is going to be rock solid. No downtime on the stream. It's just all killer, no filler, compliments and Lem Drops.
Whoop! Yes, sir. What's been good with you? Otherwise, are you meeting? How are you dealing with this storm? Did you get snowed in? Or where are you right now?
In Atlanta, if one flake of snow falls from the sky, the entire
Whole city
city
shuts
shuts down. You go into a grocery store. There's like one spinning bottle of water and maybe a can of corn on the shelf. And there's like 4 assault trucks in the entire city. So I know where you're at. That's where you really have snow. Down here, it's just kind of like it gets a little chilly.
I think in
But
places.
but
you
we
hit
do
18.
but we do have some wind today, and there have been trees falling. We've got severe winds, and yeah, trees are falling just out of the blue with absolutely no precipitation. But they're saying there's a chance that on Super Bowl Sunday we might get snow. So I'm not real happy about that.
Oh man. Yeah. Make sure you get ready your.
I bought some bourbon last night to get ready.
Did you?
I was gonna say get your gardening shovel. I'm sure it's gonna be deep over there.
You get your
Instead of
snow
bread and milk
blower.
to get bourbon and chips.
Yes, Mr. Giles, what's going on, sir?
What's up, man? How you guys, man? Just rainy here, man. None of that snow stuff. I left that nonsense.
I was telling
Chris Giles, where are you at? Actually,
I'm in
physically?
Charlotte.
Ah.
Yeah. So yeah, I was in Maryland right before it snowed, so I jumped in a truck and ran really fast to get away from it.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. I wish I could have done that. I have been snowbound. I have not gone out of the house. Thankfully, I was telling the guys over here that my kind neighbor had a brand new blower, and like anybody that has a new anything, they want to use it in which way possible.
Twice.
Right? Twice. Yeah. So he was blowing the street. That's
Hey, get your money's worth, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
how are we doing? Go ahead.
Did he buy his snowblower on your Amazon show? Like maybe you should do like a little demo or something on your
I
show.
should. I'd be like, yo, my brother, come on in here. Let's showcase the work.
Hey.
I have actually a Tether Tools Air Direct. And so Air Direct allows me to wirelessly feed my computer with a mirrorless or DSLR feed. And so I could do it. I could do it while we're outside showcasing. Now, of course, who's going to switch it over and actually make it look a cohesive broadcasting or production? That is, my wife's going to be like, huh?
Just leave it live, man. Just leave it live. Just camera moving and everything.
That's it.
Try
Much
a
like
gimbal,
everything
just
else I do.
gimbal. One hand with the gimbal, one hand with the shovel. Be a little slow, but then
Hold
you
on,
really
let me
get
get a link real quick. I'll send you a gimbal.
Well, yep, man, since the show that we have been producing and since really we've been pushing this Amazon Live, I have many people that have already came to me and, via email or Facebook or private message letting me know that they are entering this space. So I think we're doing a good job in evangelizing the message of Amazon Live.
Yeah. That's so good, man. That's so good.
Yeah, I think it's like the content needs to be better. I think a lot of people just are kind of either dismissing it because when they go on, they'll see something that really isn't their thing, and not a lot of people are talking about it. So not only is it not interesting for people, but also they don't really know anything about Amazon Live, because that's usually the first question I get is like, what? Amazon Live? What?
Yeah.
And so you kind of explain it to them, and then no one's really interested because it's like, well, you're on YouTube, then you can say you're on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
But if you're on YouTube, that's awesome, but you can be on YouTube doing what you're doing. And you could do the same thing on Amazon, and you could see like residual 10x plus with everything that you may already be doing with products. And I think once that thing clicks and they do it, and then they qualify, they're like, I can't believe I hadn't been doing this the whole time.
Yeah. I mean, you guys have seen some of the conversations I've had, online, and some people really cannot seem to grab a hold of what we're trying to do, or not what we're trying to do, but we're trying to get into, because it's being done, right, Jim? It's being done.
Yeah, I think that's a thing, right? I wouldn't even say we're trying, we're doing, right? That's the difference. And I think I watched Roberto Blake just put out a new video out of his newsletter where he's talking about, right? You can't let yourself stay in one space. And so you got these people that have their opinions, and that's fine. Everyone's entitled to one. But I also think sometimes, and Chris Stone and I were talking about this last night, is like sometimes people don't like to see other people succeed. So they try to drag them down. It's like, oh, why are you doing that? You should do what I'm doing. And you really don't know how successful they're being. So I think you just focus on what works for you. I mean, Chris and I have talked, we started this out back in July. We just like, hey, we're going to have fun with this. And it's more than exceeded our initial expectations. We think it's something to continue to do. And I thought it was funny, this one guy was saying that, oh, you're giving Jeff Bezos, who, by the way, is going to step down as the CEO.
Just
and
big news, hot news.
Yeah. But Jeff's giving us a part of the money that he's getting anyway. So why not? I mean, it's no different than with YouTube. You get to that monetization level, right?
Yeah.
That takes a lot of work to start to monetize, but you could still, use people use Amazon affiliate links on YouTube all the time. So if you've already got product demos and all these other things, it's just a natural fit. And so, shout out to some of our friends, Junaid, Mitch Jackson. They've now gotten into the program as well. Are excited about doing it. So, we just if you have questions about Amazon Live, any of the people on this live stream can talk to you about it because I think it's definitely worthwhile.
Well, some of the things that they've raised, and maybe Chris G, you could speak into it, is the amount of work that is put in versus the amount of income that may come in. What do you say to those people? I know what you said online. Maybe you can help our audience here.
I mean, man, for me, man, it just depends on what your strategy is already. And so, like for us, we're already creating content. So if I'm already creating content, like me personally, I'm a live streamer. I'm at the point now where I'm like, I decided I'm not really going to be creating videos. I'm going to live stream and then I'll pay somebody to cover it up and make the videos for the YouTube stack. But like, I'm already going to be live streaming anyway. I'm already going to be talking anyway. So why not get paid instantly? The difference between that and YouTube, which I'm figuring out now, I got in like my story. I got into Amazon Live because I got into a YouTube class. And he was like, hey, I'm just talking about this thing, you can check it out. And I went over there. I was like, but I can go make money on this today. My YouTube channel, I got to build that. What most people are talking, it's a year or something before they can get money on YouTube. I got money on, already got 2 checks from Amazon.
Wow.
Right.
Gentlemen?
Yeah.
And
and Chris, I was going to say, Doc Rock's even been talking about how he's live streaming on YouTube as opposed to, because think about it. How many times have you seen someone create a YouTube video and it might be a 5 to 10 minute video and they talked about, it took me 5 hours to get this to where I wanted it to go and look right. Where we're just going live, you see all our blemishes, you see if we didn't put our makeup on, but we're having that engagement with our audience. And I think you can't beat that. And I'm with you, Chris G. It's like, why not just go live? I mean, that's what I've been live streaming for a long time. And it's, other than getting better at it, like stuff with Ecamm, StreamYard, those tools, why not just go live? It's not, for us to go live, like if we all decided right now we wanted to go live on Amazon, we'll give ourselves half an hour. We could do it. It's a matter of creating a thumbnail, picking the products, and going live. That's it. So to me, if I'm spending an hour and a half, 2 hours a day to go live on Amazon and have a chance to actually, potentially get revenue in the big scheme of things, I don't really think that that's an overburdening me from even still doing the other things I'm doing.
And I think you could do both. We're Jim and I are obviously we're a team. We work together as it relates to Dealcasters, but we have our individual businesses as well. And so we understand that this is rented land. This is obviously Bezos now, his successor. I guess it's going to be at the end of the summer or something like that, or the end of the year, whatever. But this is their this is their flea market, and we have a card table in it, and we're going to take advantage of the commissions that we're going to get, but we're also going to take advantages of a huge, massive platform, and take the content that we're already doing and repurpose it all over the place, and that includes YouTube. And so, you got to be smart about it, and know that, I love Chris G's strategy, and that is, you know what, I'm not. If I'm going to do that, I'm going to pay somebody else to do that. And I think that's super smart. It's like I'm leaning into something that I know is working for me, and it's live, and I've got a system down, I've got a workflow around, and then when I know I need a video made, I haven't been working on it, so I can pay somebody else, outsource that, and use that time to make money where I know it's making money. So if it really is, and I think is what we talked about, Lem, when we were chatting back and forth last night, there's no one way to do anything for any business, right? So if somebody's going to tell you, hey, you know what, you guys shouldn't be doing that because this, that, or the other, it's like, maybe that doesn't work for you. That's cool, but it's working for me, and it might work for you. So if you give it a shot and it does, well then, mission accomplished.
And I think, can we explore a little bit on the conversation about creating content for Amazon that actually sits in their channel and it does not get removed? And in fact, one video can continue providing income for you for a very long time. Let's talk about how evergreen money works.
Yeah, man, that's so good. Like one of the newest things that people are jumping on is if you ever look at the product on the page, there's a video that lives there. There are multiple videos that live there. And so as an influencer, and this isn't even specific to Amazon Live, like as long as you're an associate, you can create a video of that product and it lives on that page. And guess what? When people click on that video, it has the ability for them to click your link. Boom, another 24-hour cookie. And you're not even live anymore. And so that's one of the things, like we were talking about, I'm going live, but that's one of the things I'm thinking about now is making sure that I'm noting what products that I talk about today. Take that snippet out. Let's see if we can upload it on that page. So, the Elgato Cam link or the, all the stuff for live streaming. That's my whole thing is live streaming and tech. So anywhere I talk about it, and then my videos on the page, and then like evergreen, man, forever.
Also, right, Chris G, and there are so many Elgato Cam link pages. So it's not like your video and my video will be crammed into one spot.
Exactly.
That your video and my video are competing with each other. In reality, there's like 100 pages of it, and we could fill that spaces and be there and continue to provide ourselves some source of income even a month or so afterwards. I think true. People got to understand that.
Yeah, and I would add too, to Chris's point, you create that photo or you create that video, right? You can even do shoppable photos. You share it out on your socials, and so your community, the people that like you, that know you, they're going to go to that. So it's not a matter of like, oh, well, Lem's already posted a photo of this camera or this product that I've talked about. So what's the point? Why should I do it? Because the truth of the matter is people are going to see these things at different times. I think that one of the nice things is the fact that, so even here's the thing, right? Let's say you don't have an iOS device yet. You can still become an influencer. You can still have a storefront. And that storefront is huge because now you have a way for people to find all the things you're talking about. There's some things I'd like to see them improve a little bit, like the idea list. It'd be nice to be able to create like a better graphic for that. Yeah. But still, right? All our videos that we have done as Amazon influencers / live streamers are there, right? It's not like people got to go searching for it. They can go from the most recent to the very first one. And that's why in some aspects, the thumbnails are so important. But you can also create these storefronts in other countries, right? So as long as you start to figure it out, and I know for a lot of us, it's still somewhat early. I think we're fortunate, right? It's kind of like that. I wish I'd been on YouTube 10 years ago kind of conversation. Why not, start now? You don't know where it's going to go. But worst case is it's been a good experience. I think Chris G, you would agree, right? I'm happy with the income that Chris Stone and I have been able to share so far on this. Didn't expect it to be that great because I was an associate for years, and you might make $20, $30, in a year. Sometimes it seemed like, and it's way much better than that now.
Yeah, let go ahead. I think somebody was going to say something. Chris,
I was just going to say I don't remember a lot from college, but I
wonder why. Can you tell us why you don't remember a lot?
Something to do with these guitars on my wall. I think I wanted to be a rock star, but I do remember one of the.
I mean, we
things
could bring the video towards that direction.
Exactly. But one of the things I do remember, it was I took an entrepreneurship class, and the guy who taught the class didn't get paid a dime for doing it. He did it volunteer, and he was this multi-millionaire, and he walked in, and there was a textbook that everyone had to buy, and he walked in, and the textbook was sitting on the desk, and he picked up the textbook and he dropped it in the garbage can, and he said, the secret to entrepreneurship is making money while you sleep. And I'll never forget it. And that's what this is, and I've had other businesses where I have, sort of made money while I sleep. In other words, like when you're not doing anything, but you're still making money. In other words, you don't have a job where you go and you punch a clock, and whatever you do, you get paid for the work that you do for those hours, right? Entrepreneurship is developing a business to where you get paid when you're sleeping, when you're working out, when you're having fun, when you're buying cameras, whatever you're doing, you're making money while you sleep. That's what this is. And Jim and I were doing this already, telling other people what they should buy, going live on video, helping people, getting them ready to do live streams, podcasts, all of that kind of stuff. And so now we get to do it, and we get to get paid money for it. So it's good.
So is this what they call affiliate marketing, gentlemen?
Absolutely it is. I mean, there's no two ways about it. It is. And there are so many things going on with affiliate marketing. I mean, I think I can't remember, Lem, if you shared the article about the company Honey in the group. But I mean, even as an example, right? If you're an EcammLive user, right, you can get an affiliate link. If you're a StreamYard user, you can get an affiliate link. There's so many companies that are using referral/affiliate links, because why not have the people that like the products that you're using become your sales force? Because now they don't have to pay a salary and all these benefits. It's like, every time someone clicks on that link and signs up, you get a couple bucks, they get a business. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. And, Roberto Blake, I love the guy and the stuff he talks about. He talks about that, right? He's got, 500,000 YouTube subscribers, but it's not like he's like, oh, I got to get to 1 million, 2 million. He's doing these other things, right? It's, can't remember the guy's name, wrote a book, but it's like multiple streams of income, right? This is one stream for us, right? Maybe eventually it's YouTube, but if one stream shuts down, you want to have, in a sense, a backup plan. And so, kind of goes back to, don't put all your eggs in one basket. And I think, I kind of feel like this goes along with your viewpoint, Lem, of the giving economy, right? This is a way we can help our friends, families, acquaintances learn about things like, hey, you need a good camera. This is a camera I use. They're going to buy it anyway. So if you get a percent or two, it's not like the price is going up, right? They're going to get that price regardless. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. You have to be consistent for it to work.
Yeah, I think there are I think two things that I wanted to share, but in that sense of the giving economy, really it begins with Amazon saying, look, make money with us. We're going to make this money anyway. Yep. You know what I mean? This money is going to be, we're making it with or without you. People are already in the hallways of this mall, this gigantic worldwide billion-dollar mall that everybody goes into 24 hours, 7 days a week. And we invite you to come and put a little bit of gateway for yourself so that when people come into the mall, maybe because you reminded them, or maybe because they're looking at some things that you like, they would go to this mall with or without you. But we want to partner up with you, or why don't you partner up with us, and we will give you a portion of that, because, maybe they would have gone here later, but they came here because of your product review. They probably would have gotten something less use case for them. Maybe they don't know what they're doing, and so because of their inability to make a decision, they're not purchasing anything, and you have helped them make a decision in this way. So because of your help, because you gave to them a direction and you led them in a certain direction, we want you to partake of the percentage that we are partaking from the owners of these companies. And we're going to take 20, 10, or 30% of it, but we want to give you 10% of that. And that may equal to maybe 1% of the whole entire purchase price, or up to 5% of the whole entire purchase price. But in a sense, we have been partnered with Jeff, and we are taking his money. Well, not Jeff anymore. He's moving to bigger.
Yeah, he got so
things.
mad at you for taking his money, he decided to leave. Thanks, Lem.
He's like, I'm done. Lemuel is taking pennies of my thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars, pennies on the hundreds of thousands of dollars I make off of Amazon every single minute. I'm done. I'm going to step down and just be a board member. I'm sure he's not hurting for money. But what I wanted to kind of talk about when it comes to this connection of funds and of like the way we connect with people is really the fact of the matter is they're already there.
Yeah, so true, man. One of the things, like today, man, so many people that jumped in today, and then I was even testing out a bunch of other craziness, multi-streaming and stuff. And these people were like, "Man, I was looking for an Elgato Stream Deck, and you were there." It's like, well, thanks for coming. Now let's talk. And then like I'm drawing these people in that never would have been, on there looking at a video. And then there's new followers, and it's a slow grind on the follower side, but like you said, I'm helping people. I'm having conversations. I'm actually, some of these people are moving over to my other platforms because they're following me on Twitch and YouTube, and we're talking. And like, it's all about building the, what you're saying, the strategy, building the connections. It's not just about here, it's rented land. So I'm making sure that this falls down, I'm good somewhere else. Because, as crazy as it sounds, YouTube can fall out of the sky one day. You don't believe it, but, I mean.
Yeah, no. I mean, YouTube was not here until maybe, I don't know, 15, 20 years ago. Right. So there's a possibility that something is coming that we don't know. But it's possibility that this is what's coming.
Yep.
Right. Well, or even let's
Amazon
talk about Lem's favorite platform, Clubhouse, right? I mean, there's a lot of people that are Clubhouse bashers. But there are people making money on Clubhouse, right? But at some point, it may get overtaken by something else. So it's like it to me, it's the same thing, right? Get in there, figure out what works for you, but don't put all your eggs in that one basket. I was listening this morning. Brian Fanzo on Clubhouse was talking about how he was into Meerkat, and when Meerkat died, he was like heartbroken. He said he was as sad as if he had lost, one of his family pets, because that's, and that's when you kind of realize like what we do applies across a bunch of different places, but ultimately you've got to have that strategy to move forward and be prepared for change. I mean, to me, that's the only constant in life is change. And so I think, like, even look at this, the fact that the four of us are talking, right, is we got to know each other. I think Chris, P, we were talking about, I think originally met on Clubhouse, that then got us into the same Facebook group. Lem, we met you originally in another group. Well. Yeah.
I think you met me at Sing Sing.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, I was in the hood. I was
We're in the hood, right? Right.
You
But,
met me at the street.
But now we've created this, we've created this connection with each other. We support each other's, shows. I mean, it's collaboration, not competition. And I think if more people would look at things that way and not always think like, oh, well, I can't do this because so-and-so might take my idea and steal it. I think, there's going to be people like that, but people see through them.
Well, I got a statement about that, but before I share my thoughts on that, I'm gonna bring back Jermaine's. I hope I'm saying his name correctly. Question is: so do notifications, etc., go out that you are live on Amazon's to alert shoppers? Well,
if Jermaine's talking about the notifications, like if you follow Dealcasters, which you should, go to dealcasters.live, not Dealbusters.
Put that graphic, brother. Put that.
I was going to leave it, man. I wasn't going to say nothing.
But yeah, so if you go live and somebody's following you, you're supposed to get a notification on your phone that someone goes live. But we found it doesn't always work. Compliments of our friends at Amazon. So, and there is a bit of a tricky thing where you have to go into your community settings in your Amazon mobile app and uncheck something to allow for those notifications to come onto your phone. So that part is a little clunky. And of course, Amazon wants us to gain a ton of followers. And I want to talk to Lem about how you're gaining so many followers so quickly, because I'm starting to get a little jealous over here. I'm going to start turning my lights green back here. But they want us to build all these followers, but we don't really have a great reason to tell them to follow us other than, come back and see our smiling faces and hopefully we could have a good show for you. And we don't even know if that notification's working. But while we're live, Jermaine, we can chat with anyone who's watching the show and interact with people. And, kind of like these guys said, I think it was the second or third show that we did, and we were going through and talking about gear for podcasting, and we were interviewing somebody, and Jim and I were talking about demonstrating things, and somebody jumped on and they were talking about a microphone and headphones, and by the time we got to the end of the show, they were like, I'm going to start a podcast today. And I was like, boom, okay. This is not just about us getting commission. This isn't, I'm glad that we are, but we're already doing this kind of stuff, and these people are interacting, and we're able to do that. So you don't have to be a product pusher. This doesn't have to be Home Shopping Network or QVC for you. If you have a show and it makes sense for the platform, and you can bring on people and interview and talk to them. That's what Jim and I do mostly. We're interviewing a life coach on Thursday who's suggesting a ton of books that he used in his leadership journey. And he's written his own book, and he's also a podcaster. And so we're going to be doing an interview, and there's going to be products in the carousel and whatnot, but it's not us just sitting and doing the Home Shopping Network. It's a real show. And so if you're a content creator, you don't have to kind of jeopardize your existing brand and try to do something that you're not.
I mean, is it possibility that we're actually bridging gaps? We are gap bridgers, because we are content creators ourselves. We are using what mostly we are reviewing. We're not necessarily selling items because they're already for sale. We are reviewing them to help other people marry their expectation or desire for outcome with the products and the gear that they do not know whether or not they would use it. And we come in and fill that gap where we're like, look, we are using this product, and we're actually, if you would check it out, if you would listen to us, you can see that this product actually works in the way that I use it. And maybe the use case, because of the way we're reviewing it, your use case will meet it. So we are really kind of filling in the gaps. We are not replacing necessarily the content creators in YouTube, but we are helping those that are beginning their process, and maybe not even content creators, entrepreneurs, business folks, and people that are trying to expand, trying to translate their messages to their audiences. And we are filling in those gaps where we are becoming leaders for them, and we are becoming guides for them in a myriad of gear that most people don't understand. I mean, you're entering into spaces. Most people are entering into spaces. They have no idea what DSLR, mirrorless, or how can I make my video look better. And I am of the persuasion that video quality will become the new suit when it comes to business in this new economy, in this new marketplace, that you will be judged by the interviewers and by your possible connections and partners and sponsors by your ability to express yourself through imagery. And so
already is.
And it's already beginning, but there's an undercurrent that is happening that is going to begin to flow over, and now businesses are going to look at one person and judge you not just by the content of your resume, but the content and your ability to express yourself visually. In this, I know a gentleman who actually has a counseling or coaching company because he is connected with NBC, Fox, and all these other major entities, large media where there are 4 million, 5 million viewers every day. And he's coaching people, and I'm kind of like coaching him, and we're going back and forth. And he's beginning to see that the producers of those shows are beginning to lean to his clients. Why? Because his clients are producing a better imaged show, a better image production, or what have you. And so we are bridging those gaps. And who's going to tell them? They're going to go into Amazon and think, what should I buy?
Yeah, man, that's so good, man. The amount of times that like people have been on a page about to buy something and they just happen to see the video, come in and go, oh, this is live. Hey, I was about to buy this. Is this good? And I'm like, it's okay. But if you want better, go here. If you want, what my suggestion is this. And they'll be like, all right, cool. I'll buy the one you just said, because they didn't know. My biggest thing I think it might've been like the Black Friday kind of rush. My biggest audience was like moms and dads trying to buy their kids gaming computers. And they had, they just were not tech people. And they were like, look, I honestly don't know. And I'm like, well, what game do they play? They'd tell me, and I'd be like, here, this is what you should get based on your budget, not like buy the big thing. What's your budget? What do they play? This is what you should get. And, because that's my thing is I want you to get the right items for the right setup,
Yeah, one of my favorites was like one show Chris and I were on, and Chris is explaining the difference between dynamic and, if I say it right, cardioid microphones. And this guy's like, cardioid. And he's like, I've never heard it explained so well, because that's what happens. People don't understand what the microphone differences are and how it could affect them, right? If they're in a room with lots of noise, right, you got to get a certain mic, because otherwise you're going to be like, think it's the microphone. It's not the microphone. It's your studio or it's your office. And so you're not going to get that off of reading a web page on Amazon. And I think it's almost like in a way where like that salesman for Amazon where, hi, I'm the electronics expert and let me explain to you the differences in microphones or cameras. And people appreciate that, right? Because when you look at even, and I won't say the name of this store, but I go to a local store that sells gear. And, I asked the guy a question about, hey, I'm looking for this certain connector. And it's like, oh, I don't know if you can do that. I've had 3 iMacs, but I never tried that before. But if you go to this forum, they might be able to. It's like, I'm here to buy right now.
Yeah.
And you can't answer my question. And I'm going to be more pissed because since I went out in public, now I'm going to have to drive all the way back home and come back another day, where I think that's where, in some aspects, the brick and mortar are going to struggle, because they're, their workforce has to be up to date depending on what they're selling.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, I've been places and my credit card's jumping out of my pocket. I'm like, I know I am going to buy one of these two gimbals. It's going to be this one or it's going to be this one. I've done the research. It's almost like buying a car, right? So by the time you walk onto the lot, you already know. It's just a matter of all you need is that salesperson to just give you that little extra nudge one way or the other. It's not even price for the most part. And I've been in a conversation and the person comes over to me and I start having a conversation. They start reading the card. Well, this one says it has X amount of RAM first. Dude, I can read the card. No, I mean, it's just no training. And so that's a great point, Jim. It's like there's experts all over the place about every product. All they just need is a platform to talk about it. And this is one of them.
Yeah, I
Great
mean,
point, Chris.
go ahead. Somebody was saying something?
No, I just said it's a great point by Chris.
Yeah, speak of the kind of the brick and mortars. It's a fantastic right now. I mean, with the pandemic being as it is, some of that is taken away from us. But the power of Amazon to actually deliver products within a day. I mean, how many people are going that for that convenience? You know what I'm saying? And so we are helping people. Number one, we're helping people choose while they're going into this pathway of purchasing something online, and we are giving them the chance to really nail their purchase because we understand their use case. I mean, if they talk to us in that chat room, we can actually really hone in on their need. This is not a one-way conversation, although sometimes the chat room feels that way. But it's possibly because of the brand new platform, and people still don't know. It may be possible, guys. It might be possible that this may be the way to the next generation, because we understand that Amazon is beginning to play with like using it on their Fire Stick and all those other things. And there's a possibility that your television can become this new commercial space. All right, that that they can click on while they're watching a television show, and you and I could just show up talking about this product.
Yeah, that's funny. Did you see Jermaine's comment? He's bought three next day orders since last Wednesday. I mean, and he couldn't do it if he was stuck in the snow, right? So it's going to get there. I think Amazon's like the post office, right? They'll get it to you. But no, I think here's the other thing, right? As we see the rise of virtual reality, augmented reality, how is that even going to tie into some of this stuff, right? Well, now you'll have a virtual showroom, and who knows, maybe we're a part of that, where we're like able to demo things basically in 360 type of stuff and have conversations with people. And Amazon's got the not only the footprint, so to speak, but probably the funding to be able to do some of these things that we couldn't do on our own. I think that there's a lot of things changing in the future, in the near future, that I think and I think what you hit on, Lem, as far as like getting better with video, with our audio and everything else. I mean, just Chris Stone and I were talking the other day, there's still so many people that have done nothing in the last 11 months to improve their online, if you want to call it, live presence.
Yeah.
And it's like, what are you waiting for? Right? Jump on one of our shows and we'll explain it to you.
And I think that's the issue, right? Because people are afraid to use their money and feel like they don't know what they're doing. And so they don't want to spend any money without having somebody talk. And presently, these people sometimes, a YouTube guru may be seemingly too far out of reach in order for them to have that conversation, ask those questions. and then they don't want to spend any money on trying to get a guru or a coach or something like that to help them level up. And they just don't know this platform. They don't know that we are there telling them whatever it is that you need. And they could see, hey, I want to be like Lam. I want to be like Chris, or I want to be like Chris G, or what have you. And be like, how can I do that? And they can actually come, and we don't have to go and say, hey, come into my class and I'll teach you all the things that you need to know in order for you to do that. And they'll pay $190 for me, and I'll teach you what the Amazon influencer live reviewer will probably also share with you if you would go there. And sometimes right, sometimes that probably makes more economic sense for us as content creators. Instead of bringing them to a class that pay $97, it's possible that they may just find us as their go-to, and not only get $97 from him, but also from his wife, his kids. You know what I'm saying? His neighbors.
He might buy a tire later. He might buy a tube of toothpaste.
I need to get an Alpha Channel tire to just, every time that story is mentioned, like the tire just rolls over the screen. It's just like don't. And then Chris Stone would be like, yeah, that guy purchased it from
be like
after looking at a fire stick.
When you were a kid and you'd find one of those old tires and you get inside of it and roll down a hill.
Yeah,
it'd be like,
exactly.
Like a meme of me and Jim Dealcasters inside of a tire rolling down a hill. That'd be a great meme.
Don't give him ideas.
I wanna like share a little bit. I think I know. I want to see that. I think the tire will be one of those tires that actually you use for tractors, not like cars.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can see Chris's arms just flailing outside.
I don't know if I want to get in a small tire with Jim. I mean, we're close friends, but not that close. So right.
You can see Jim hitting it with a stick as it goes down there. But Jim, you mentioned honey, and I want to just give a little bit of financial, kind of like a financial vision or whatever to those of us that are listening, of what affiliate money looks like, in light, if we want to take it to that level that honey has taken it. Now, honey was purchased. It started in the company. I don't have the specific of when it started, by whom it started. All I know is that PayPal actually bought Honey for $4 billion. And Honey, for those of you that do not know, and they're not sponsoring this this video and this live. Hello, Honey. Come at you, boy. I will tag them on this live, obviously. But anyway, Honey is a in-browser application or extension that you could place on your Amazon connection or PayPal, and it actually will provide for you some redeeming coupon or something, that if there's a qualifying product or item, you could click on it and you could find some deals on Honey. So Honey is there to save people money on the thing that they're doing. But what caught me off guard is Honey actually is sponsoring large YouTubers in order for them to bring attention to their company. Now, it's the crazy thing is that when you look at Honey is there to save people money, but yet it has enough money to be sponsoring YouTubers that are actually using $100,000, sometimes $1 million to produce one video, like Jimmy of Mr. Beast, and they would put $100,000 or maybe even crazy amounts of money to sponsor Mr. Beast, and he uses this money. And I got to thinking, what in the world is Honey doing that is making it them the money to actually sponsor somebody with extra money when they're actually supposed to lose money? How are they doing? Well, it's through affiliate merchandising and marketing. They're making a little bit of money every time somebody uses the products that they promote. So think about that. The percentages, and mind you, the percentages that Honey makes is comparable to what an Amazon influencer makes, 0.5% all the way up to 5%. And then obviously, like Amazon influencers can go up to 10% depending on the product that you are sharing with people or reviewing with people. They are actually a mega Amazon influencer.
Right.
That's-
exactly. That's
that's
exactly what they are. Yep. They're basically a service that Amazon is, we're creating a service for Amazon. We're showing up on their platform. We're using our own time and materials and everything to do that, but we get paid pure commission, not salary, for that. And that's exactly what Honey's doing. They're providing a service. They're saying, hey, here's a discount code. We found a cheaper price or whatever. And so it's just it's a bolt-on thing, and it makes perfect sense for really any company to say, here are sales reps that all we have to do is pay anywhere from 2 to 10% commission for. And they're willing and actually have a tribe of their own people that watch them and would follow them up a hill. And so if they told them to go buy a bag of nuts, they'd go buy a bag of nuts, and we'll give them 2%. I don't know if that's the commission fee for nuts, but maybe we should look that up. Yeah.
It may be. Nuts are pretty expensive.
They are. Well, certain nuts.
Yeah.
Certain nuts are they garner a higher, like the luxury nut price, I'm sure, is like 15% commission.
Would that be the macadamia?
I don't know if macadamia is considered a luxury nut.
Is that the lem nut?
Alexa, what is a luxury nut?
Here's something I found on the web.
Chris Stone.
European pine nuts can now be considered a luxury product.
European pine nuts, luxury product.
Uh-oh. Do they sell those on Amazon? Or?
God, they sell everything.
Yeah,
Only
Super
on
Bowl
this
snack
show,
time.
man, are you going to find out that European pine nuts are luxury pine nuts. This is the kind of knowledge that we could share.
Yes.
Not just,
That's right.
I don't.
It wasn't pre-scripted. It didn't take 5 hours for us to come back later and say, we're going to keep European pine nuts in the video.
Kim says, you turned my Alexa.
Alexa. I'm sorry, I had to.
I wonder if it ordered the pine nuts.
Alexa, order me a pine nut. Oh, no. I have Alexa right here next to me.
Free grocery delivery.
Oh.
Know when it's available to you. For now.
Stop.
What's up, Lee? Yeah. Sorry about that, Kim. Sorry about that.
That's hilarious.
Diamonds in high demand.
Alexa. Never mind.
Never mind.
I don't know how to turn her off or turn her on.
I'm going to wait
so
for
that's
you to
what
go live and then call your Alexa device while you're on. We should do that. It's like the Amazon live influencer punk, or prank.
You know what's funny? One of our crew members, India. I don't know if you guys know India Delgado. She was actually on live, and she asked kind of like out loud, "What's my address again?" And told her address on the live.
Oh no!
Wow.
We were dying. It was so hilarious. It was funny. David, sir, how are you? Welcome. Yeah, man. So $4 billion purchase by PayPal, Honey, and Honey makes over $100 million in affiliate funds every single year. Now, of course, Alexa is Alexa, stop. Honey is an extension on the Chrome browser as well as on these other apps. And so they paid a lot. Could you think about this, y'all? Think about this. Honey has paid millions of dollars to attach themselves to make 0.5 to 5%.
It reminds me of the movie Office Space, when they just kept taking that fraction of a penny, but they kind of messed up, and all of a sudden they had a ton of money just every time a transaction was run. Chris Stone, you know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Oh yeah, yeah. We're aging ourselves, but
Are
we're
you
talking
trying
about
to say we're so young we have
fractions
no
of
idea what we're
pennies
talking
here.
about?
Like,
Have you
what?
seen
When
that
did that
movie?
movie come out?
Oh,
Office
you've got to
Space?
see Office Space.
You
Oh,
got to
it's,
see Office
it-
Space. It's a classic.
oh, yeah.
Jennifer Aniston is in it.
Chris
It's
and I-
probably available on Prime Video.
Chris G and I, after you guys know, we're gonna do a watch party and just watch it together.
I was about to say, everybody go to my Twitch
Oh.
channel. We're going to watch party on
You,
Amazon
you've
Prime.
got to watch Office Space.
Oh,
I'm
and you
telling
being a meme guy, Lem.
Oh,
this
man,
is
I know,
the
bro.
Office Space memes are. It's the scene from Office Space where you've seen the meme. It's like the manager guy with suspenders and glasses, and he's putting his hand up on the cubicle, and he's going, "Okay."
Yes. Oh, okay.
That's from Office Space.
I've never
Yeah.
used that meme,
Yes.
so I'm gonna have to watch that.
And then
so
there's
that I
and
know
then there's also you got to have 17 pieces of flair
Yeah.
when you're working at the restaurant. So yeah, it's a classic. You got to watch it. In fact, now
Oh,
that
that
I
actually
thought of
sounds
that,
like
I'm
a
gonna make
good
my
Amazon
fifth one
Live. That's actually a cool Amazon, like going through the movies and actually going through what they have in that movie and selling their products as they go on the movie. That would be like taking a brand new movie and be like, look, guys, these are some of the products that we see in these movies. Boom, 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 boom. Come and join me. Let's talk about the products that are being shown in the movie.
Endless. Man, when I was trying to play with that hack of figuring out where you land on there, I did a whole stream talking about your favorite video games turned into movies. And literally found all the corny, like, Street Fighter and Super Mario Brothers, all the stuff, and like had a whole stream, and that's all we talked about. And just like, dude, you can do anything. I'm gonna do one about snacks. I'm gonna just sit on stream and eat and be like, these are my favorite gaming snacks.
Hey.
2 pounds of taffy, right?
If you hurry, you could do a Super Bowl snack party because if they order it before Sunday,
Good call.
Just put my link in there when you guys do that, since that was mine.
Go to dealcasters.live first, and then go buy it.
See what I
did
go,
there?
Daddy. See if I can get Deal Busters.
Well, there you go.
Man, we're just gonna have to make Deal Busters T-shirts.
That's
kind of
it.
like with the Ghostbusters logo, except like Jim
exactly.
Hughes in the middle of it.
Kim says,
Yeah,
Lem,
good deal.
are you the king of how are you the king of memes but don't know Office Space memes? I am
Right?
in trouble. I've got to go and watch Office Space tonight with my boo bride. And
Oh, it's awesome. You're welcome.
and I'll be like,
No,
and,
man,
and
there's
then
a
you will
great
see
scene.
text.
I'm not going to ruin it. I'm not going to
not
ruin it,
ruin
but there's a great scene where they crank up a UGK song, and it's a classic scene for all time.
This is it.
Okay.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
when
We
I
recommend that
when I
movie
go and
highly.
watch, I watch Princess Bride. That's my go-to. So maybe
Oh god, dude. You're gonna have to give me your card after we're done. After we're done, I need your card.
Princess Bride. Oh my gosh.
yo, don't hate, don't hate,
I'm not sure what just
participate,
happened there.
elevate,
Not
y'all,
sure.
elevate. Come on,
Nope.
Fred Savage. You know what I'm saying? Columbo.
Yeah.
Come on.
Who are these people?
Yeah.
Man.
So
So I got a question. So you started talking about doing a show and doing movie scenes and upcoming movies. So how do you guys do? Because Jim and I are working on doing some canned videos, so to speak. Right, we're going to go live, and we will be live because we want to be able to interact with chat and whatnot. But there's certain products we're covering, and we could do demonstration videos. Or we've talked to other creators who have YouTube channels that are doing unboxing and they're doing demo videos already on their YouTube channel. Why couldn't they just take that, rip that down, put it, ready to go and stick it right into their broadcast while they're going live? I was wondering if you guys had done that, and maybe if you had, sort of what you may have learned from it.
I have not done any type of product reviews. Really, the only time I've done product reviews and actually gear conversations apart from like Ecamm when I just kind of like was learning about stuff, was on Amazon. So actually I was like, I wanted to do product reviews and wanted to share my journey in photography and kind of share all of that. And I was like, why am I going to do that on YouTube when I have direct connection with buyers right on Amazon? And why am I going to go and chop up my stuff and kind of make it really fine and dandy and then wait for like monetization and wait for people to ask me where can I find it and wait for them to click on a link that is on my YouTube and really actually have to go and look at descriptions and actually click on it. Like, they've got to really like my stuff in order for them to go from my YouTube channel to down the description, click a link, then to also now click some more links. I mean, the hurdles for purchase are just so many. Why not go ahead and go to Amazon and go to where they are? And actually now, because Amazon is hopefully it'll become, and this is the hope, it will become that the influencer, their influencer program is showing some real viability. That the new CEO that's going to come is going to say, we're going to put some money into this thing and we're going to bring our influencers on commercials and bring them, let them speak for Amazon. We're no longer going to pay an ad company. We're no longer going to pay an ad agency to create a commercial for us when we've got incredible influencers that do this thing. And let's just go and put Jim and Chris up on a commercial and put deal casters on live and let them go. And why not?
Is it that funny, Chris? Is it that funny that he would be on his way?
Waiting for it to be the other word. I knew where he was laughing about.
It's like,
I can't believe
deal.
What's going on?
Is it C or B? C or B?
Myth.
It's like, hold on. Hey, where's your
It's like that. It's like that bubble, right? It's like the.
We're starting a new
Yeah.
show. We're going to start a new show called Mythcasters.
No, so I'm clear. What I meant was, like, Jim and I are not going to do videos that we would normally do, like product demos and whatnot, that we normally do on Amazon Live and put them up necessarily on YouTube. But, like, for instance, I've got an Echo Auto that goes in my car. I want to show how that works in my car, and I'm going to create a video of me demonstrating that in my car. And there's going to be, I mean, it's going to be something that's bespoke. So I'm going to, actually, show a screenshot, like do some editing, make it a decent video, nothing too long. But if I'm going to do that video and we're going to use it on Amazon Live and be able to pop it up, why not take that video and also put it on our YouTube channel with an affiliate link and, all of that stuff as well. And then Jim's got like his cameras that he's got outside that sync up with his Alexa device, and he's going to do some footage that I'm going to edit, and we're going to have those videos ready to go.
Why not?
But,
I mean, it's just a
we can't go
software.
outside during the, yeah.
I mean, it's just a software situation. When you're using, and any streaming platform will allow you to share a movie shot and things of that nature, and you could be doing live like this and then be like, hey everybody, I want to show you how this works, so let me play this video, and pretty much that's as simple as that. And you could be a pip, you could be a picture in picture in the corner, and you could begin to kind of like navigate through the pricing and all those other things and the descriptions that come along with the product that you're showing on video. It's not live, it's pre-recorded, but your platform, your software should be able to do that for you. If not, there's always Ecamm. I will have my description, my affiliate link on the description down below. But you know what I'm saying? So it's a matter of just taking. I was even thinking of, like, making a more of a product, kind of like a QVC, more of a nice shot or panning shot. And while I'm talking about this camera, have this nice panning shot, and I'm in the corner chatting about it. I could even be green screen, and I could look like I'm on
Yep.
the video itself talking about it. So it really is a matter of creativity for the content creator or the influencer, and I mean, the doors are wide open. The potential to make it great is just immense. And we've been saying to everybody here today, it's evergreen.
Yeah, man. And I got to state, let me just take a break right here and I got to give a big shout out to the cow that's in the driveway of Lem's house. This internet has been so solid. Like, it's a huge upgrade from the 56K baud modem that we had last time, dude. Man, I mean, what was it? Bell South Mobility, or what did you have come out?
Yeah, I
What
have those
Bell
ancient,
Atlantic, I think you said.
Bell Atlantic, yes. Bell Atlantic, they came from Brooklyn, all across Brooklyn Bridge and over the Verrazano, just to make
Cricket.
sure. Yeah, and you know what? They have those anchors that they actually plant onto the floors, onto the road, in order for them not to be shaken. So they are doing a great job. I'm about to bring them some hot chocolate outside.
Yeah, bro. I don't know what happened last time. Everybody disappeared. I was like, are we still even live? Like, there's nobody here.
People actually sent me some money from my buy me a cup of coffee. Buy me a coffee.
It says switching to buy me internet. Is that what happened?
Yeah, buy me an internet /Lem drops. That's exactly right. I should do that.
Send me a
buy
hotspot.
me a net. Just buy
Buy
me
me
a
a net.
hotspot.
Buy me bandwidth.
Bandwidth. Buy me bandwidth.
Kim says, give it up one time for Lem's internet.
Dude, if you just know, I just had a side screen where I just kept checking the speed of mine to make sure it wasn't me. So when it was done, it was like, no, I got documented proof. I'm at 800 the whole time. Not me.
Yep.
I will not share my secrets. You guys have to join my class for that. Anyway, gentlemen, we are over an hour, and we have given everybody a great value point here. Any last parting words as we go round robin in here?
Man, hey, just get started. Like, that's what I always say, man. Get started where you are. You can do this thing from your phone. That's the craziest part of it. I've got a couple people that I'm like, look, you got an iPad, you got a phone. Like, go into the app and start recording. Go in your kitchen, start cooking, and talk about it while you're there. Like, that's simple. Like,
David Hunt said he just got his influencer approved. So congratulations.
Yeah, Dave.
Nice.
Cool, Dave. What's your
Nice.
show going to be about? Like to know, man.
Yeah, that'll be good to know. Yeah, Dave, what is gonna be? Kim said,
Are you going to wear a mask?
He said, yeah. I took it off today because of that lady. She was #1 photographer in the nation. I felt so awkward, like talking to her through a mask. I was like, that's disrespectful with the PPA.
were you applying for an internship? Or is that what?
Yeah. How's she going to remember you?
When we're back out in the world, she sees me and goes, I remember that guy.
I remember
He had me on
that
the
guy.
Amazon Live.
And now I'm afraid now, because I throw a lot of shade to photographers and camera enthusiasts, that they'd be like, oh, now I know how he looks like. I'm gonna go and jack his social media accounts wherever he may be. So Dave, where are you? What are you doing, bro? Let us know.
Oh, he says affiliate, not influencer. Yeah, that's step one. Yeah,
Step
so
one.
he's affiliate. All right, David, that's step one, man. So let's get you qualified to be an influencer, and then we'll get you. You can become. You can join this silly show.
Yeah, true that.
Yeah, so I guess I'm the second round, Robin, to go around. But yeah, go to dealcasters.live. This week on Thursday, we're interviewing Ryan Stanley all over. These guys are over this guy's face. He really is a good-looking man, though, I swear. So Jim and I are interviewing him. He's a life coach, and we're going to be talking about all of the great books that were a part of his career, including the book that he's written. And then on Saturday, you got to show your techie some love now. Because it's Valentine's Day coming up. So if you want to get your techie some great great gear from Dealcasters. Jim and I are gonna show you how to show them some love. Him or her.
And we did check. Techie is a noun. Techie with a Y is an adjective. So who knew, right? Learn something new every day
Huh?
on the Amazon show.
What just
You made
happened?
me look. I was like,
What? What just
Yeah,
happened?
no, you are a
Why?
techie, but if you're talking about techie phones, it's with a Y.
Oh.
Looked it up. So
oh.
sometimes we have to learn how to spell properly. So
And down below
gonna
is the
twist it up.
Webster's
I'm just trying to
dictionary.
I'm just trying to say things without my accent. So forget about how to say things right. Forget it.
Don't do that, man. I'm the one with the accent, not you.
I know,
got my
right?
New
We're
York-
down here in the South. You're up there in the
I
North
got my
where there's
New
no
York
accent.
accent already. Coupled with my Filipino accent, it just sounds like I'm talking a whole different language. It sounds like I'm calling I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, go ahead, Jim.
Yeah, I'd say the biggest advice I could give to someone if you're starting, if you've become an influencer and you're going to go live, come up with a show name and realize you can change your storefront name, not your shop link, to whatever your show name is, and that's what we did, because usually the shop name's not pretty because it's tied to the handle of whatever social media account you got approved with. So that's just something, think of what you want your show to be about. And get started. I mean, there's going to be people shopping for Valentine's Day. You're missing out on an opportunity.
Yeah, especially Kim just got hers also, an influencer. I'm sorry. And Kim, this is a good time for you to come in, especially you're about to get married, so it's a great way for you to kind of run through maybe even your wedding shower or your bridal shower and stuff. Instead of just doing it for yourself, just talk about it. Hey, look, guys, what do you guys think of this? I'm looking at this. I'm looking at that. This is $100, or I'm putting this on my what do you call those?
The registry.
Registry. What do you guys think?
Hey, Lim, you remember our conversation from last week after your internet went crazy?
Explain it to me again, bro. Cause
those Amazon bounties. Hey, Kim, if you need a registry, I got a link for you.
Right.
We're gonna talk about that next week.
Roberto Blake talked about that, right?
Let's not go ahead of ourselves, gentlemen. We're gonna.
All right, we'll save that for next week.
We'll
Buy me this air fryer. I got a link for that.
We'll give ourselves a peek or a teaser for next week's live with the Amazon Bros. I don't know. I still don't know about that name, but for me, I would just say, we are here to give, and this is our point of giving, and every giver should learn how to receive, because every gift returns to us. And so, what you give in an hour, you could begin to gain in thousands of hours. That's the beauty and the power of giving, right? The beauty and the power of the giving is that you give one, and there is innumerable amount. What in the world is happening over there? What is happening over there? What is
that? Was the meme?
There it is. If you can come
that's
in
great.
on Saturday, that would be great.
The arms
That
make
would be
it so much
great.
better.
Oh, man. Anyway, thank you all for joining us tonight. We're going to try to go on. I'm going to try to convince these guys to get back on now that I have a connect with Bell Atlantic. I'm going to convince these guys to come back on and chat about the deeper side of Amazon Live. Until next time, everybody. We appreciate you all, and keep on buying, selling, doing something.
Appreciate you, man.
Peace, everybody.
Yeah, man.
Thanks,
Appreciate
gentlemen.
it.
We'll see you guys next week.
All right, bro.
Take care, everyone.
off right now.